Welcome, everyone, and happy Guidelines Launch Day. I'm Lauren Gomer, the Vice President of Research and Design for RQI Partners, a partnership between the American Heart Association and Laerdal Medical. Thank you all for joining us for this presentation. We are looking forward to sharing important updates about our digital resuscitation portfolio. As a reminder, today's session will be focused on information for RQI and HeartCode Complete administrators. Before we get started, just a quick housekeeping note. We're so glad to have so many of you joining us today. Because of the large audience, we won't be able to host a live Q&A session. However, we absolutely want to hear from you. If you are watching this webinar live via Zoom, please submit your questions in the Q&A section shown here so we can capture and respond to everyone's questions in one shared space. Once our team has responded, we'll post all answers on our 2025 releases page at rqipartners.com/2025-releases. You can also scan the QR code for easy access to this page. I'll pause for just a moment in case you'd like to jot down the address, and don't worry, we'll share this link again at the end of the presentation as well. The American Heart Association and Laerdal Medical continue to take a bold stand together to deliver innovative solutions that accelerate the impact of their life-saving mission by blending AHA's leadership in science and resuscitation education with Laerdal's expertise in technology and implementation to deliver impactful resuscitation education programs. This focus on provider performance and patient outcomes has led to a paradigm shift in how we think about applying medical science, education, and implementation, creating a new standard of care that takes resuscitation training from compliant to verified high-quality CPR competence. High-quality CPR is the single greatest determinant of cardiac arrest patient outcomes, and the digital resuscitation portfolio is comprised of programs to uniquely and efficiently deliver safe and effective CPR quality improvement. Since the creation of HeartCode almost 25 years ago, we have been on a continuous journey of providing healthcare organizations highly impactful digital solutions that have prepared providers to respond in the most critical moments of a patient's life with verified high-quality CPR to maximize life-saving outcomes. You have joined us on this journey with your commitment to the HeartCode Complete and the Resuscitation Quality Improvement programs, both utilizing the technology of the simulation station that provides the ability to continuously measure and improve upon resuscitation performance. Today offers us an opportunity to share how together we can help save more lives using the latest AHA science, education, and implementation techniques delivered through the digital resuscitation portfolio. By the end of this session, you will learn more about how providers will receive access to new science, program enhancements that will accompany the updated courseware, what to expect with the versioning of programs, and how to register for upcoming administrator webinars that will provide a more detailed view of the new program experience. Let's begin with how learners will access new science. In 2020, for the first time ever, we were able to simultaneously update our programs with the release of the latest American Heart Association guidelines for ECC and CPR to provide healthcare providers immediate access to new science in training, closing the gap between evidence-based recommendations and clinical practice. We continue this same commitment today with the digital portfolio being updated with the release of AHA's 2025 guidelines, including the jointly developed pediatric and neonatal guidelines in collaboration with the American Academy of Pediatrics. This includes science updates and enhancements to all applicable content in both skills and e-learning for the programs of RQI Provider, BLS, ALS, and PALS, in addition to our HeartCode programs of HeartCode Complete and HeartCode Online, BLS, ACLS, and PALS. And now, for the first time with new science on the same day as guidelines launch, this also includes RQI for NRP with 9th edition updates. In addition to programs being updated with new science, users of both HeartCode Complete and RQI programs will receive instant access to 2025 AHA guidelines and NRP 9th edition Science in Service courses. These courses explain the latest in resuscitation science and key changes, spanning from neonatal to adult CPR and ECC guidelines. Science in Service courses will automatically be made available to both new and current learners for RQI and HeartCode Complete. Science in Service courses do not require a new assignment by the administrator. Users will be able to access the Science in Service courses by launching any HeartCode or RQI assignment. These Science in Service courses are brief, self-paced online learning modules that will automatically be assigned based on the courses that providers are currently enrolled for educational efficiency and to meet learner needs, meaning learners that are enrolled in RQI Provider BLS will receive the AHA 2025 Guidelines Science in Service course for BLS. The complete list of Science in Service courses that will be provided are the 2025 AHA Guidelines Science in Service for BLS, ACLS, and PALS, and the NRP 9th edition Science in Service course. The Science in Service courses ensure that our learners, both new and in progress, receive access to the latest science, meeting them where they are in any HeartCode Complete and RQI curriculum. And now, a sneak peek into program enhancements. In addition to new science, members of our digital resuscitation training community will also receive program enhancements with updated courseware and resources. Given the data capability and your feedback of our digital solutions, we are continuously able to measure and evaluate the efficacy of the design of the digital portfolio to improve upon both the learner and administrator experiences. Based on this data-driven approach, coupled with upholding the validity of our evidence-based impact, our digital resuscitation training community will now experience a new, single, simplified onboarding with TrueStart for new RQI learners. This new onboarding experience consolidates today's RQI entry and RQI prep assignments into a single assignment, alleviating administrator burden when learners are beginning the RQI program. This consolidated pathway utilizes true adaptive learning in addition to the technology of the simulation station to verify foundational competence for both knowledge and skill prior to entering the RQI perpetual curriculum. Having learners begin the RQI program with one singular pathway will provide both a consistent learner experience and improve success rates for all learners, ranging from novice to expert. The perpetual curriculum and the RQI learner journey will remain the same. The TrueStart assignment includes an introduction to the RQI experience, questionnaires that capture learner profile and self-efficacy information, an e-learning course featuring true adaptive learning powered by Area 9 Lyceum's Rhapsode platform, which personalizes the experience based on each learner's existing knowledge and confidence to validate foundational knowledge, and the skills baseline and skills assessment to verify the performance of high-quality CPR. To provide a general understanding of completion times, we provide estimated completion times based on hundreds of thousands of learners, ranging from novice to expert. It is important to note that completion times will vary due to the adaptive learning experience, with experienced learners completing the course at a faster pace. The TrueStart estimated completion times are 60 to 90 minutes for BLS, 2 to 3 hours for ACLS, 3 to 4 hours for PALS, and 45 to 70 minutes for NRP. While the new simplified onboarding experience has been added to the RQI programs, our HeartCode Complete learner journey remains the same, with learners completing true adaptive e-learning and their skills at the self-directed simulation station for verified high-quality CPR performance every 2 years. In addition to the simplified onboarding to the RQI program, users will also experience new program features to increase educational efficiency. These features include an improved e-learning dashboard for usability and the visibility for e-learning assignments, and modularized learning so that learners can monitor and track where they are when completing courseware with ease. In addition, learners will be able to access embedded scientific resources directly via the dashboard. Also included are redesigned e-learning high-stakes scenarios that have fully been updated with new patient cases, with increased realism and the integration of additional team dynamics, with real-time coaching and full debriefing. Learners will also experience an overall enhanced interface to improve the user experience within courseware. Now that we have provided a high-level overview of how learners will access new science and the enhancements to programs, let's now discuss how these will be made available to learners. To experience the updates and enhancements that are now available as of today, programs within the digital resuscitation portfolio will version to provide a seamless user experience for both administrators and learners. Our number one priority with the update to content within our programs is to provide a transition experience that alleviates both the burden on administrators and learners, automating the program versioning at every step where possible. To accommodate the range of users within the digital resuscitation portfolio, let's now take a look at what each of these program versioning experiences will look like for new and current learners enrolled in RQI and HeartCode Complete programs. For any new RQI learner that starts an RQI program on or post today, October 22nd, the Science in-Service course that supports the RQI program they are enrolled in will automatically be made available. As a reminder, meaning for RQI BLS learners, they will be assigned the AHA 2025 Guideline Science in-Service for BLS. Learners will access the Science in-Service course upon launching the RQI program. New learners will also begin their RQI journey with the new simplified onboarding of TrueStart, updated with new science. Because of this, completion of the Science in Service course will be optional for new learners as they will begin their RQI curriculum with updated science. For current RQI learners that have already started an RQI program prior to today, they also will have instant access to the Science in Service course that supports their RQI program. Because current RQI learners are in a continuous and quarterly based curriculum, the completion of the Science in Service course will be required to ensure that RQI learners have access to updated science while they complete their in-progress quarterly assignment and are prepared to complete their next quarterly assignment updated with new science. As always, learners will have until the end of the quarter, in this instance, December 31st, to complete their assignment. All current RQI learners will then experience content with new science beginning January 1st, 2026. If learners complete their in-progress assignments by the end of the quarter, content will automatically version with new updates in science. New assignments will not be required. For any new HeartCode Complete learner that starts a HeartCode program on or post today, October 22nd, the Science in Service course that supports the program they are enrolled in will also automatically be made available. Learners will access the Science in Service course upon launching the HeartCode Complete program and is optional to complete. And similar to new RQI learners, new HeartCode Complete learners will begin their program with new science. And for current HeartCode Complete learners that have already started a HeartCode program prior to today, they also will have instant access to the new Science in Service course that supports their program and is optional to complete. Learners will have until December 31st to complete their in-progress assignment. If not completed by December 31st, their HeartCode Complete content will reset with new science beginning January 1st to ensure learners continue with updated science. Now that we have provided a high-level overview of how learners will access new science, program enhancements, and the program versioning to occur for RQI and HeartCode Complete learners, I would also like to highlight upcoming administrator webinars where greater detail will be shared and how to register. The following webinars are open for registration by scanning the QR code on screen. Webinars are listed in Central Standard Time and include one for Tuesday, October 28th from 9 to 9:45 a.m. for RQI and HeartCode Complete administrators for greater detail into the experience of what was shared today. Wednesday, October 29th at 9 a.m. for NRP administrators to hear more details on how learners will receive updated digital NRP 9th edition, blended learning courseware and resources, and also on the 29th at 3 p.m., a webinar for RQI for NRP administrators for how learners will receive updated digital RQI for NRP 9th edition courseware and resources. In addition to being able to register for webinars by scanning the QR code on screen, you will also access our product improvements and science updates related to the 2025 guidelines releases online landing page with additional and more detailed information, including an overview of program updates and enhancements, and frequently asked questions for RQI HeartCode, HeartCode Complete, and NRP and RQI programs. Everyone, we thank you so much for your time today and look forward to seeing you next week in the upcoming administrator webinars. As a reminder, please submit your questions in the Q&A section shown here so we can capture and respond to everyone's questions in one shared space. We'll post all answers on our 2025 releases page at rqipartners.com/2025-releases. Again, here you can scan the QR code for easy access to this page. And thank you for your time.